Namaste, I'm Abhilash from Hosachiguru. Today we are at Sambrahma Farms, Denkinkote, Tamil Nadu. Initially when we took up this land, the green cover was very less, the topsoil was exposed to the sun, the soil carbon evaporation was a bigger concern, and the soil fertility was also a major challenge. But now in the last couple of years, we have instilled a lot of regenerative practices, permaculture methods, and land and water management systems have been put in place, because of which the green cover has improved tremendously. The soil fertility has improved, and now this green cover looks beautiful. As you drive through this grand entrance of Sambrahma Farms, you will be greeted by the stunning natural beauty that surrounds you. And the best part is, you get to experience all of it as a part of a secured gated community. Co-farmers at Sambrahma Farms have 3 dimensions of farm plots to choose from: 0.25 acre, 0.5 acre and 1 acre. And in each of these farm plots, we are following the method of syntropic farming, which actually mimics the food forests, wherein with minimum input, we get maximum output. In syntropic farming method, we plant 3 types of trees: small, such as custard apple, sapota. For medium trees, we have mulberry, drumstick, and for tall trees, we have mango, neem and tamarind. The tall trees give the shade, the small trees and the medium trees provide a continuous source of food for our co-farmers. Today, we are at the 0.5 acre model farm plot at Sambrahma. So as you can see, we have a tall tree, that is a mango tree, and a small tree which is a guava tree. Between these 2 trees, we have a biomass plant, which is a Mexican sunflower, which actually can be chopped and dropped into the soil, and which actually becomes a mulch. Mulch is actually dry and wet organic matter, such as leaves and stems, which actually forms a cover for the roots of these plants and trees. We place this particular mulch, which is a dry organic matter, around every plant and tree across the farm plot, so that it can retain the soil moisture and reduce the growth of weeds. All the farm plots are segregated with the help of these boundary trees, which actually adds to the aesthetics and also acts as a segregation for all these farm plots. For any piece of land to behave like a forest with minimum input and maximum output, it needs to have the right kind of water and land management practices in place. Here at Sambrahma Farms, we have instilled the right kind of water management practices so that the rainwater is harvested properly, is slowed down and then spread into the soil and then goes into the soil, percolates into the soil. All the plots are having swales. These swales are made in such a manner that they are following the contours of the land. The rainwater falls into these swales. Excess water which is going out of these swales will slowly get collected into this Lake 3, Lake 4, Lake 2 and Lake 1. All this excess water will get collected into these lakes, which would be used for our irrigation purposes in the coming non-rainy days or dry days. There are 4 types of rainwater harvesting techniques that we follow at Sambrahma. First being a swale. Currently I am standing in the swale itself, which is around 3 by 2 feet in terms of dimension. Generally, swales and the dimensions of the swales are decided based on the land and its requirements. Swales are created basically following the contours of the land. What I mean by contours of the land is the swales are generally created perpendicular to the flow of water. The whole point of having a swale is to capture the water, spread the water and then help it percolate into the soil, which allows the groundwater table to be recharged. Currently, we are sitting at a bioswale. Now if you can see, this particular structure is pitched with stones. Bioswale is a type of swale which actually is having a lot of stones which is pitched, and the whole point of having a bioswale is to handle storm water. This structure, which is black in color, is called as gully plug. The whole point of having a structure like this is to slow down the water and reduce soil erosion. Gully plug also helps in even distribution of water across the bioswale. Guess where I am standing? This is One Rock Dam. One Rock Dam is a type of gully plug which is bigger in structure. The whole point of having a One Rock Dam is to handle a big storm of water. It also allows us to travel from one plot to another plot. It acts as a bridge. So the fourth type of rainwater harvesting technique that we employ at Sambrahma Farms is the diversion swale. As the name suggests, diversion. The slope of this particular path is in such a manner that the water actually moves ahead and it is diverted into the bioswale. Also, the slight angle of this particular diversion swale allows the smoother flow of the vehicles which are passing through this particular path. All the pathways at the Sambrahma Farms are having avenue trees planted on either side of the roads. Each of these paths at Sambrahma Farms would be named on the plants which are planted on either sides of the pathway. Now we are at the beautiful Mandela gardens at Sambrahma Farms. This particular Mandela garden can be a very good source for all the kitchen needs of our co-farmers. The kitchen garden, it can play a role of a kitchen garden which can supply good amount of vegetables, good amount of tubers, good amount of leafy vegetables and medicinal plants such as aloe vera and tulsi to all our co-farmers. So this Mandela garden, as you can see, it is in a concentric circles, So the whole point of having a Mandela garden is to grow more in less space. Some of the major benefits of this particular Mandala garden, having in this particular structure or a design, is to use water very judiciously, and this also allows the soil not to erode. All these plants which are grown on these patches at this Mandala garden are not in competition with each other, but they are working like a joint family where they are cooperating with each other and trying to grow in accordance with nature. The twin cottage at Sambrahma Farms is almost ready. The exteriors are done and the interiors are going to be completed soon. So the first floor has a deck where you can actually go ahead and look at the nature till infinity. Our co-farmers can come with their family and spend their weekends amidst nature. This is the machan at Sambrahma Farms. The primary structure is almost ready. This is the top of the structure which will go up. Co-farmers can come forward and have a wonderful view of the farm, valley and the rolling hills. It can be used for bird watching and sky gazing. These are the street lights which are installed across the farm. These street lights are powered by solar panels and they are also fitted with the security cameras for the security of our co-farmers. Sambrahma Farms has been designed to ensure that the co-farmers not only just stay in the lap of nature, but are also a part of this thriving ecosystem. Become a part of this community that is diverse, rich in experience and have common passion towards nature. Come, live the sustainable way of life at Sambrahma Farms.